Hi, you watching your favorite YouTube channel, Learning Digital. Here we learn digital world things, so subscribe this channel for more digital world videos.
Welcome back. In the last task, we created the database we needed for the Acme company move and separated the information by each location and by each employee's name. In this task, we'll take the information we have created and use formulas on each worksheet to see how many boxes we need to order for each location to facilitate the move. Formulas are the heart and soul of Excel. Formulas are what make Excel so powerful and practical. There are a lot of formulas that can be used within Excel, but beginners need to get the basics down first before they can move forward. Excel formulas can be extremely complicated. If you need it for daily use with simple spreadsheets, you don't need to be intimidated by it at all. So let's get started. You should have your workbook, Acme Company Move, opened. Go to Annex 2 and click on the worksheet if you're not already on it. Now we need to do some analysis to make sure we have all the boxes we need for this move. Let's create a formula in column B to see the total number of boxes we need for this location. Go to the first cell that is empty within column B. You should be clicking on cell B9. Remember, you can use your arrow key to get there, or you can click on the empty cell with your mouse. You should end up finally on cell B9. Then using your mouse, double click on that cell so that you can enter the formula in. Once you can type, please enter the following: equal signs. Then what we need you to do is click on cell B2 and then hit the plus sign. Next, we'll have you repeat this process, going down, hitting each cell and plus sign till all of them are included in your formula as seen here. Once you have all cells included, the last step, instead of plus sign, go ahead and hit enter. This will in turn calculate the number of boxes you need. You've just done your first formula. You're going to keep repeating those formulas on Annex 2, and then once you do, we're going to move over to Annex 1. If you need additional time, please pause the video and start it back up when you are ready. Now we're going to move over to Annex 1 and complete the same process. What we're going to do is find that first empty cell in the column that we wish to find the information. In this case, we need number of boxes. We would click on the appropriate cell, which would be B9, and we begin to type our formula, equals, and then click on the cell and start adding them into each other to create that formula, as seen here. If you do that correctly, you should have 37 boxes are created for Annex 1. Now that you've done that, please create the same formula and do the same for corporate, getting the number of boxes that you've used in each of the other worksheets. If you need some additional time, please stop the video and resume when you are ready. Once you complete that formula, you should see that we need 91 boxes to complete the move for the corporate building alone. Next, we can come up with the total amount of boxes the Acme company will need for the move. In this case, we will need to work with all three worksheets that we have. Go to the corporate worksheet and click on cell B18, located directly here. Now what we would like to do is always remember, when creating a formula, you always start with the equal sign. Once we do that, we're then going to go ahead and click on the final total of boxes that we needed for corporate at this time, such as this. Finally, we're going to hit plus. To get the information from the additional worksheets, we're going to click on each one directly. Once we have the plus sign, click on Annex 1. Click on the cell with the total number of boxes for Annex 1. And then hit the plus sign again. and repeat the process with Annex 2. Once you have that last Annex 2 number in, hit Enter. If you need time to complete the formula, feel free to pause the video and return when you're ready. Once you complete your formula, the final total number of boxes the Acme company will need for their move is 169 if you did this correctly. The formula here is done with addition, but remember, we can use any mathematical formula that we need, such as addition being the plus sign, subtraction is the minus sign, the division is the backslash sign, and multiplication would be used as the asterisk. I encourage you to play with the formula we set up and try each function to get familiar with it. The format always stays the same, in the action of adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying would be the only difference that you would need. Congratulations, you've now concluded this task. If you need additional time to complete this task, or you want to play with the formulas and check your abilities again, feel free to do so. In this task, we created simple formulas to allow you to get a final count of boxes needed to assist each building of Acme Company's move, along with a multi-worksheet formula to know the number of boxes needed for the company move as a whole. In the next task, we'll learn how to format our information to make the data ready for presentation.